Fez, you're falling into that bear category now, too.
Well, I got the beard going, the big beard, pretty hairy. Yeah, I would have to do an awful lot of waxing to avoid bear territory.
Maybe you'd be happy with a bear. Hey, did you ever write back to that guy?
No, I didn't.
Why?
I didn't know what to say.
How about you just write back to him? What about if I just jack you off into my face?
I'm not going to write that in an email.
Well, you always say that you're nervous about being with somebody because how you would sexually perform, right?
True.
That's the beauty of being with a guy. A guy's not going to care. Don't you just lay there? I'll jack in your face. I'll roll you over and bang that bare ass. You know what I'm saying? Right. He doesn't care whether you get a hard on or not.
Yeah, but I would care.
He doesn't want you to.
Oh.
He wants to give it to you.
So I wasn't sure how to approach that, so I haven't emailed back
I would approach
yet.
it from behind if you're going to do the gay thing. Are you interested?
Not in the way that he is.
What way are you interested?
I mean, if he just
jacking on your feet? How are you interested?
No jacking involved. I'm not interested in jacking with him. But if he just wanted to do an email correspondence and email back and forth, I would be friends.
Tease him?
No, I don't want to tease either. See, I don't want to lead on.
Did you keep talking football with him?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that was hitting on the guy.
Did you not know that he was gay?
I honestly didn't know. I'm as stupid as can be.
Why do you think Dr. Steve brought him here?
See, in 2020 hindsight, it all makes sense now. It was part of a Dr. Steve plot.
You went out to dinner, right?
Yes.
How many couples?
There was 2 couples and me and this guy.
There were 3 couples, you hammerhead. You were on a blind date.
I never picked that up.
Now,
and then thinking back on the night,
yeah,
I totally saw all the clues that fell into place without even knowing it that night.
Like what?
Like making sure I sat next to the guy at the table.
Yes.
And
he kind of looks like you.
Well, see, and that's another thing. I don't know if there's a physical attraction.
That's very common.
You don't even know until you start hammering that ass.
I'm not going to hammer the ass to find out.
Let him hammer your ass then. So maybe you'll like it.
And then there was a sharing of desserts.
What? Cream brulee.
No fucking guy shares a dessert, period. Sharing a dessert with a stranger? You might as well let him jizz in your fucking face. Because it's the same exact thing.
I don't think it's that bad.
All right, let me just ask around. All the guys here, have you ever shared a dessert with another man?
Hell to the no.
No.
Exclamation point.
Never.
Now,
exclamation.
Fez, let me ask you this. If you went to the movies with him, would you share popcorn?
Well, if I didn't know if it was a turn on, I probably would have shared popcorn too.
Yeah, you're just going to blow a guy then. Just thanks for wasting my time with Coco. That's in the past. You were much more comfortable with this guy than you were with Coco.
Well, I didn't know I was on a date. Maybe that's the secret to the whole thing.
You shared a dessert. The most romantic thing that a person could do.
Same fork?
No, I used my own fork.
Still.
Did you feed each other?
No, we did not feed each other or intertwine arms.
What kind of dessert was it?
Oh, it was some sort of frozen ice cream thing.
Yeah, it's girlish.
Disgusting.
There's only one thing a man can eat for dessert.
What's that?
Steak. Anything other than that,
dessert.
it is to a man.
Creamy vanilla ice cream that he was sharing.
What is that? Like a jizz thing?
Yeah.
I didn't eat frozen jizz, I can guarantee you that.
How do you know? You can't guarantee anything.
And then they, make sure you're at bar 9 afterwards. Are you going to bar 9? I didn't know all of this was a setup while I was happening.
Bar 69 is more like it.
No, it's not.
So has this been bothering you a little bit, or you turned on by it?
Well, no, I'm not turned on by it. And
the guy's a multimillionaire.
Oh, I know, yeah, and I kept hearing about, his fantastic trips and stuff.
Yeah, I'll lie to chicks, too. Well, you're definitely the broad in this, if that helps.
I'm the dumb broad, not knowing what was going on.
Are you playing hard to get?
No, I am not playing hard to get.
You're lucky you didn't end up eating a roofie in the bottom of that fucking dessert of yours.
I didn't know I was being gotten.
Well, why don't you at least start right to him?
Well, that's what
Send
I was...
pictures.
Of what?
Your cock, your balls, your asshole.
I'm not going to send him pictures.
Why not?
Because I don't want a relationship with him. I mean, if he wants to be friends, that's fine. Yes, we had fun talking college football and stuff.
Whoa!
I talk college football with a lot of people.
Gay people? No straight guy is going to talk about college football. Here's who would talk about college football. People in college and gay guys.
Well, again, I didn't
Why would an adult male care what 20-year-old boys were doing, running around sweating and jumping on each other?
It was, we were talking sports.
The forbidden sport.
That never came up.
You'll be a good sport.
Did wrestling come up at all?
No, wrestling did not come up, Earl. But he did wonder if he kept asking if he could get me a cocktail.
Cock is more like it.
Drink.
Can I put a cock in your tail?
Drink.
Why didn't you have a drink with him? Maybe you would have loosened up a little bit.
I didn't feel it was a good time to have a drink.
The way I heard about him, he's a gay guy that doesn't like gay guys. He likes guys that are a little more butch. So in that world, you finally found a place you're considered somewhat butch.
Well, I'm as butch as can be. I basically got a Grizzly Adams thing going on.
Yeah, but then you're talking like this and saying that we split a dessert. Why? How did it even come up? Two men split a dessert.
We all had different desserts, so we were sharing to see what everything tasted like.
Ew. Tasted.
Jesus Christ. Did you pay?
No, I didn't pay.
A man never lets somebody else pick up the tab. Here's Michael. Michael, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I just want to ask Fez if his date nuzzled over the last meatball while they were sharing a bowl of spaghetti.
We were not Lady and the Tramp.
Sounds like I know who you were.
I was not the tramp or the lady.
The way you're looking, it's more like Grady in the Champ.
My beard is prematurely whitening.
Do not never step on a joke when Earl's fucking enjoying his laugh like that. Go ahead, Earl. Laugh at 70s black sitcoms. Don't let him get in the way. There's nothing wrong with that. Plus, you know, everybody wants you to be happy.
Well, yeah, I can get that. I understand it, but I don't want to email the guy if he's going to think that I'm still leading him on. And I did not mean to lead him on at dinner. Do I need to apologize for that in the email?
What else are you doing with your life? You turned down a chick, right?
Right.
Now you're turning down a guy.
Yeah.
What is it you want? Do I got to go outside the species? Do I got to fucking bring reptiles in here?
Don't.
You know what? I'm going to bring a boa constrictor in. Maybe that'll climb up your ass. You'll feel better about yourself.
I don't think so.
What do you want, Fezzy? What can I get you?
I don't know what I want. I don't have a want.
Hermaphrodite?
What I would want is a want.
But you don't want to have an orgasm?
I guess I want to, but, you know, it's just maybe not in front of somebody.
That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard to have a lot of sexual partners.
As crazy as that sounds.
Glory hole?
How about a nice glory hole?
No, I don't want to do a glory hole.
I'll take you to his fucking bathroom. All we got to do is go to Jersey. Take you out on the turnpike. Would you rather stick your dick into the glory hole or accept the dick that came through?
I would rather stick than accept.
All right, then that's what we're gonna do one in here. Here, I'm gonna fucking rip a hole in a piece of paper for you.
That's not enough.
Steve-O, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fezzy.
Yes.
Home since what?
What?
Fez,
Thought so.
don't do that. Mary, you're on Fez.
Hi. Fezzy, I just wanted to ask you if in your preparation for dinner, did you put on cologne and brush your hair? Because that totally makes it a date. He totally thinks it's a date if you did.
I combed my hair, but I didn't use cologne.
Oh,
Unless you
okay,
count
then no, you're not
jizz.
leading him on.
I did not put a drop of jizz behind each ear. Or rub it into my wrist.
You sure know how to spread the jizz around. Huh? I didn't even know any of these little tricks.
That's cologne stuff, not jizz stuff.
No guy rubs it into his wrist with the other wrist. That's perfume.
Oh.
And behind the ears is perfume.
Well, I didn't do any of that stuff.
Yet you know about it, is what I'm saying. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on my face.
Hey, Fez, you don't have to worry about coming in front of people because you guys just do it from behind.
True.
Thanks for the advice. I appreciate that.
John, you're on my face.
I think Fez should get one of those male Ishis, you know?
They're so fucking hard to find, though.
The she-males.
You can
The
get them.
transsexuals.
The back of certain magazines have listings for them.
They ought to be in Chinatown, by the way. I see what these people look like. Would that be good for you, Fez?
No, that would totally weird me out.
But
Someone with both parts?
No, you don't have both parts. You just dress up. Like, you would get everything that you like in a woman, then there'd be a nice little dick for you there, too.
Oh.
Nice little Asian dick at the end of it.
That's too much. That's too weird. It's too over the top.
No, weird is what you are. You are the weird one. You've went 63 years now.
I am not that old.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I am not. I'm much younger.
Then you look awful. You've went somewhere 50 plus.
No!
You're kidding.
No, I am not kidding. I am not 50 plus.
Your pants are. Anyway, without trying something, you had two different people who wanted you. Like, we're not even saying you had to go out to a singles bar. Two different people, one woman, one male. All you had to do was say yes.
Yeah, and I couldn't say yes to either one.
You're never going to beat Warren Beatty out now. You're never going to get the Lifetime Achievement Award.
I'm not going to get that plaque. I'm going to have to live with that.
So does anybody here think quantity over quality, or everybody's just quality?
I'm quality. What if Fez does a man and a woman together?
I'm trying to move on.
Yeah, okay.
Without you
quality.
coming back to the Fez thing.
Quality.
He had the opportunity to do a man and woman together. They're both into it. Mm-hmm. You don't want it, right, Fez?
No, I don't.
Just wink if you want us to drug you and have something happen to you.
No, I don't want to be drugged.
But wouldn't you feel better that if you busted your cherry and then that would be gone?
Maybe I would. I don't know how I would feel afterwards.
Oh, your ass would hurt.
See, that's where I worry about the drugging part.
Then you probably just squeeze some of that comeback out through. Probably it's like a nice, cool refresher. Oh, God, when that drips back out.
I don't know
feels
how it works.
fantastic. Let him take care of everything. How do you feel about Steve setting you up like that?
A little used. A little used, to tell you the truth, Ronnie.
Well, let me just say this. You shouldn't. I always said it to make you uncomfortable. But, I mean, you're at the point now where people are trying to trick you into dates.
I know. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Well, since you won't make a move, everybody else feels they have to.
Yeah. And
or are you happy?
well, you know, I would say I'm happy with my situation, but I can't say that because I'm on antidepressants and I see a therapist 2 to 3 times a week.
Right.
So I can't say I'm happy. I can't lie about that.
Then we'll trick you into relationships.
So, but I can say that I'm probably comfortable.
Did you tell your shrink yet that you got tricked into a blind date?
No, I haven't seen the shrink since I realized there was a trick.
Please roll tape in there.
I've seen her since the date, but I didn't realize enough to actually bring it up to her.
But you didn't realize like this guy was like actively engaged in you and you only, where everyone else at the table, like in
No,
his
it
mind,
seemed like a bunch of people having a meal to me.
All couples.
See, I didn't see that.
You were with 2 married couples.
Right?
And then you and another guy.
Yeah.
That's couples. What else would it be? Couples go out with couples.
Right. Completely over my head.
You
Like
know
a
what?
dope.
I forgot. You didn't grow up in the United States of America.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I'm an American.
Then I can't keep making excuses.
Oh.
Freak dog.
Welcome back, my ends.
What do you say, dude?
Hey, Ronnie, I gotta say, quantity in a big, big way. They don't fucking count the home runs just because you hit them against the Kansas City Royals and the Devil Rays. They fucking count, man. So they all fucking go to the total. Give me quantity any day.
And I'm going to tell you something else. It's not like your dick is going to feel any different because you got famous pussy. All right, here's a moral conundrum for you, though.
Oh, no. It's a moral conundrum.
And Earl, you might not be able to be part of this, but is it wrong to sleep with a nymphomaniac or somebody that you know has a chemical imbalance? Like a nymphomaniac can't fucking help herself. Is this a wrong thing to sleep with a nymphomaniac?
Oh, no. It's a moral conundrum.
866 Run Zero Fez. 866 Run Zero Fez. What do you think of Davey Mac?
I think it is wrong.
Really?
Yeah, she has a chemical imbalance. You gotta, that's taking advantage of someone who is a little screwed up. Yeah, that's wrong. That's you can't be doing that shit. You're using someone.
Hicks, what do you think?
I'll sleep with an info. I don't mind.
Now, do you think it's wrong, even though you will do it?
I might feel a little bad about it, but I'd still do it. It wouldn't stop me from doing it. So it's not so bad that it's not going to stop me from doing it.
Here is Eric. Eric, you're on Fez.
Hey, I just wanted to make everyone aware that it's the quality of the act of it rather than the quality or the quantity of the female.
So you're saying if you can draw great sex out of a no-armed 400-pound woman with buck teeth, that's still well worth it to you?
Absolutely. Hopefully it's oral at that point, but it is
you
absolutely... Absolutely no.
You face first in there? I like what Eric is saying here. That, okay, let's suppose you're with a fucking playmate. Who can't feel good about that? But if you take it down to the C division, D division, and you pull her up and she's playing like a fucking b-ball player, you got to feel good about yourself. You know?
Yeah.
That's like suddenly you're fucking matching the bad news bears. Here is Ben. Ben, you're on Fez.
Hey, nympho, do every time. That's the best pussy you can get.
I disagree because it cannot be pleased. And that's always a little depressing for you. When you're with this fucking girl and then she's like, who's next? And you're like, really? That fucking didn't do it for you? I came in from the fucking ceiling. Nothing? Because they can't help it. Here's Larry. Larry, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's not wrong. Even if she does have a chemical imbalance, you're giving her what she needs.
That's
right?
That's exactly what a drug dealer says. Oh,
well,
I did everything I could for Belushi. I fucking sat there. I cut up the fucking speedball for him. I tied him off. Now you're that fucking Kathy Smith.
Yeah, this is a problem that she has.
Fatback will know the answer. Fatback, you're on Fez.
What's up, buddies? Of course, nothing's wrong with it. We're all out in society. We all got our own little fuck ups. I mean, don't you think? That's one more for the headboard. Later, fellas.
Yeah, one more for the headboard is what he's saying. He's just trying to get his own numbers up. Now, Earl, you seem disgusted by that.
Well, it just seems like you're taking advantage of someone who has a very...
I agree.
An extreme problem.
Now, Earl, did you make sweet Earl love to somebody who got out of a mental institution hours before?
Well, yes, I did.
And did she turn into a nightmare that week, destroying your apartment and trying to get a biker to kill you later?
Yeah, things went bad very, very quickly. Extremely quickly.
So, I mean, that person wasn't making any kind of correct decisions. True or false?
She was not making correct decisions.
Do you think one of those incorrect decisions could have been sleeping with you? Or anyone?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
Should that woman have been doing things like having sex, or should she have been trying to get her fucking brain back?
Yeah, she should have been getting her head together. But at the same time, it was just that moment where...
You weren't going to give it up. You weren't going to fucking lose it.
It just... My brother always would say it would happen to me one time, where
You fucked your brother?
No, he would go.
Just a brother.
Sometimes he would.
Also a nympho.
He always used to tell me, he said, sometimes just moments just happen whether you want them to happen or not.
Well, that's a funny thing. Do we even have a fucking name for a man? There's a nympho? I guess man.
Sex addict.
What would Fez's thing be of like not liking sex?
Straight edge.
Well, I get Fez Watley back. I'd go for that if you could name one fucking ska band. I'd be so proud of you. Here's Joe. Joe, you're running Fez.
Hey, yeah. How you doing, Ron?
Yeah.
I think it is okay. I think it just depends on how good looking she is.
Thank you very much, my friend. Here's Pete. Pete, you're running Fez.
Hey, what's going on, boys? We knew this chick in college, and me and like a few of my buddies pretty much wore this chick out over the course of 3 years. And I guess it's something to do with that age when you're in college, but none of us seem to give a fuck about it.
No, I understand, and that is very true. There was a fucking girl in my neighborhood. She used to sleep in the fucking cellar like a dog. You could go and bang on the fucking cellar door any time of the night. She'd open up and let you in. If you brought some friends in, she'd let everybody in. Now, in hindsight, perhaps that fucking crab-infested bitch had a fucking mental problem. At the time, it never even occurred to me. Here is Mitchell. Mitchell, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies, what's up?
Hey.
Going to sleep in bed with a nympho, that's kind of like giving Dave booze. That guy can't have enough, and it's not always the best thing for him. See ya.
What do you say to that one, Dave? Is it
Well,
like giving you alcohol?
I understand the comparison, sure. You know, I understand that comparison.
So no one should buy you drinks anymore?
No one should buy me drinks, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are you admitting something?
No, I'm admitting that I definitely need some to cut down, and I'm trying for that.
Wow. So then you must be a what?
I'm probably what some would consider to be an alcoholic.
Wow. Are you really?
This was a very trying vacation, and
why? What happened?
Well, no, just not drinking every day. I would have, usually have spent it drinking every day. So
why didn't you?
Because of that caller and the nympho comparison, and the, I probably shouldn't drink every single day straight and get hammered. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I want that to be said.
So you're really not going to deal with it?
No, I'm dealing with it. I just got to cut down in steps. Phases.
Oh, there's steps. But it isn't.
Not those kind of steps.
It's not having light beer. The Friday that we got off, this motherfucker, none of us would drink with him.
Yeah.
And you stamped out of here like fucking Rumpelstiltskin. And we never heard from you.
I was very upset. But
you're gonna miss Pitsy, aren't you?
I see that was not the normal reaction for a human being to have.
Fezzy, whoever takes Pitsy's place cannot be a drinker.
Okay, that sounds fair enough.
I don't want anybody to sit here and help him now that he's admitted he has a problem.
Right. Well, I'm admitting that I'm going to cut down for sure.
Here is John. John, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, stuff fucking drunker. I mean, nymphos. No different thing like when you go to a bar than meeting a girl who's drunk and, you pick up and maybe have sex with, or she's willing to have sex. I mean, if you're both drinking, you're compromised. I mean, if a girl's got a little chemical imbalance, I mean, come on. Who in this world isn't fucked up? So,
but here's the deal. I mean, you brought up a good point. There's fucking guys getting busted now for banging fucking drunk chicks. You can't, like you used to, take home the fucking hammered chick and fuck her. I don't give a shit if she's 21, 31, 41. Yeah. This shit comes up all the time now. You almost need to fucking sign papers before you have sex. By the way, Fez, you ought to fax that guy something in Tennessee.
I'm not going to fax him any sort of sex agreement.
Why not?
Because I don't.
Then you're going to have him do some things that you don't want. You don't want him coming in your eyes.
Well, that's for sure.
In the mouth.
No. Nowhere on me.
In you?
No.
Why do you bring it up like the rest of us know?
I don't want to mix it all up.
He should jizz in your cock hole.
That's impossible.
That would be awesome.
That's impossible.
You guys ever tried
he
that?
pulls it out. I know that they, from those fucking pictures that fucking famous photographer took, that they'll put stuff in there now.
Oh, that seems.
Ask
like
your brother
pitiful.
about it.
Well, okay.
Ask your brother about Fez. Have you ever?
Yeah, I have. He likes Fez. I've told Fez
But
this.
did you tell him that Fez isn't ready to make a jump in any direction?
Yeah, I mean, I bring it up every so often. My brother will be down in late July, and I'm going to ask him again, you know? But, I mean, he
Why don't you
likes
take him
Fez.
out for sushi? I'll bring my chick, you bring your chick. Fez, you come stag.
This time I'll know. I'll be on to all of you this time.
Well, when he saw Fez at the wedding last year at the Hard Rock, he was laughing at everything Fez was saying. I could hear him from the
Right.
stage. And then after the show, he's like, God, that Fez is so funny.
Right.
He's fucking hysterical.
You could be the next Kathy Griffin.
And he's a writer.
Just being mean to people.
You could be your
I probably shouldn't have gone to the wedding in a tank top and short shorts and Crocs.
He was turned on by that. I mean, you know.
Bob Ehrman and Fez.
Hey guys, how's everybody? This is you guys are great, but you guys did this nymphomaniac stuff. It's that's just it's kind of nasty because like she's fucking everybody, and then everybody's fucking her, and they're all fucking each other's cum. It's just that's like a fucking moral conundrum in itself. It's like you're sharing everybody else's stuff.
Well, it seems to me like you have some OCDs, mister. You're an OCD guy. Get this into your mind, my friend. Nothing's clean. Not on the planet Earth. Salt water and dirt is this whole entire place. Deal with it. So would you at least want to talk to his brother? Write to your brother tonight and just say, if somebody doesn't make the move by this point, what would you guess they were?
Okay. So I'll write that to him.
Do you want us to push you into something, Fez?
No, I don't want to be pushed.
You want to be drugged?
No, I don't want to be drugged.
Maybe you'll
or dragged.
You'll appear in his column, Queer Town.
I know. I don't want to end up in his newspaper.
Why? You better than him?
No, but I
Then
don't.
what's your problem with it?
I don't need a cover story
So
about
what?
myself.
Don't throw my name in there. Just to show I don't give a fuck what people think.
People on LA Weekly tell him all the time, oh, they're talking about you on the air again.
Good.
Yeah, so he's really excited whenever he gets a mention. And
Your brother's a fucking hot writer right now.
Yes.
And I mean physically hot.
He did some work for the Village Voice. Now it's LA Weekly. He's working both coasts. He's bi-coastal. He'd like to work Fez, too.
Is he dating anyone?
No.
There's got to be some kind of easing in group, Fez. Even for the heteros or the homosexuals. If you just would make a fucking decision.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could ask if there's a group.
Or if you just said, I'm asexual, like Earl has, and we leave Earl alone.
Well, I never said I was asexual. I denied.
You were singing Light Up or Leave Me Alone to me.
I was not singing
You were.
the Great Traffic. No.
There's a band that's fucking forgotten by you fucking hayseeds. Why? Here's Brad. Brad, you're on Fez.
What's up, guys? I was just going to say there's nothing wrong having sex with a nymphomaniac. I mean, I'm not a fucking psychiatrist. How do I know what problem this bitch has?
That is one of the few things. That's one of the many things that you're not. You're barely even walking upright. Now, I agree with you. But in the same sense as this, if a girl says to you, she's 18, she turns out to be 16, your ass goes to fucking jail. Nobody ever says, hey, I'm not supposed to fucking card people, am I? Yeah, the burden of proof is on. You could meet a girl in a bar. She could be drinking and doing shots in the bar. You take her home and have sex with her. It comes out later she's a minor. You're fucking going to jail, my friend. You gotta watch where you go in this world. This fucking United States of America should change their name to Thin Ice. Because you're walking on fucking cracking thin ice wherever you go. Believe me, I'm an expert down at the grand jury place. I know what happens down there. They're lining up fucking hayseeds like you one after another who are saying shit like, what am I, a psychiatrist? No, you're not. You're a fucking inmate. That's what you are. What did your brother say? Did you text him? No, I'm only kidding.
I can write. I'll write it on the computer if I can go in the other room.
No, your brother's busy. He's trying to he's trying to crack the fucking David Geffen story right now. Do you think all those guys are like, you know who I'd fuck? David Geffen.
Yeah. He likes soccer players too. He did an article about soccer players and then gave us like his 3 top hotties.
You know what? Somebody told me the other day. They said soccer is like porn for chicks. I'll tell you who said it. Deb said it.
Oh, really?
She said she watches soccer and could give 2 shits about the fucking game.
See, I hate when you watch a sporting event with females and then they comment on how cute everyone is.
Hey, try watching a football game with Fez and hearing the same shit.
Like my wife, I love her, but if we watch the Mets game, I have to hear how cute David Wright is and Jose Reyes.
Fez, you ever fucking get a hard on watching a football game like Brett Favre suddenly takes his helmet off?
I have never gotten an erection during a game.
Or at any time, as far as we know. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Back from a vacation, getting our sea legs back. I did say that I would have an announcement of something that's been going on with me and over the vacation, and I guess the Brett Favre story sets that up as well as anything, and I was going to tell you off the air, Fez, but I think it's just the way we do things on the air would probably work just as well. I have decided, for my own family's best interest, I've recently just accepted a position with Harpo Productions. I'm still going to be here with the show up to July 31st. And I know that you guys are going to do great, fantastic, and I'm just going to say I'm your biggest fan. But as of July 31st, I'm going to be with Harpo Productions. I don't know whether you guys are familiar with Harpo Productions.
Yeah, that's Oprah's company, right?
No, not that one. I'm with the other one, with Harpo Marx.
Oh.
And I'm really trying to help him, get him out there, make a comeback. I'd like to get him talking. I think if there's one thing I've learned from Unmasked, you really should be talking if you're doing comedy. This fucking going around with a horn, so 1930s. So, best of luck to everybody. I had a hell of a time here. I really did. I love all you guys. Except for Earl. And I'm going to honestly stay in touch with all you guys, except for Earl.
Yeah.
All right, so 866-RON-0-FEZ. Let's keep this thing going to the 31st, though. And I don't want a big going away party for me. Oh, hey, no tears, Davey
It's
Mac.
a little shocking, though.
It is shocking.
No tears. It's good. Now you guys got a friend with Harpo.
Yeah, but
think of it that way.
Which
Harpo Marx.
What are we going to do here? What would we do here?
Oh, you're not going to be doing much. I'm quite sure of that.
That's the point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fezzy, how was the weather in Florida? Was it hot as piss?
Hot as piss.
I love to hear that during the summer.
Yeah.
Because I have to hear how wonderful it is during the wintertime. I love to hear that it's unbearably hot during the summer.
Mid to high 90s every single day. Humidity just off the scale.
Yeah, people here don't even understand humidity.
Yeah, just walking around in a itchy wool fiberglass blanket the entire week.
You know what?
Florida.
Maybe you ought to get a tank top instead of that blanket wrapping it around you.
That's just the weather. That's the weather feeling that way.
Yeah.
Just a nightmare.
All right, I got an email here about the last conversation I brought up about nymphomania and would it be wrong or somebody with a chemical imbalance. This young lady says to me, there is no such thing as nymphomaniac or a sex addict. I think there's a spectrum of libido that ranges from little or zero, and she puts in parentheses, Earl and Fez, to highly sexed, she puts Jim Norton. Like everything else. Unfortunately, if anyone falls on either end of that spectrum, instead of the middle, mainstream, we tell them there's something wrong with them, and they end up in therapy, which by then they do need because of doubts about themselves due to society telling them they are deviants. Now, what do you guys think about that one?
I disagree with that. I disagree that there's no such thing as a sex addict or a nymphomaniac. That if you have a behavior that you're, engaged in, and it's ruining the way you want to live your life, it's hurting the way you want to live, then yes, I think that's a very real disorder.
But why do you want to live this way? In other words, you haven't accepted yourself. Mm-hmm. You are being told to live a way that other people are telling you. Just like you're like, I think I'm happy, but then we go, all right, do you want to be left alone? You're like, no, I must not be happy. You haven't accepted yourself.
True.
So then your friends try to come up with ideas or now tricks to get you to date other people. Perhaps that's not your way. But until you're happy with that, everybody else is going to be judging you. And we can bring up your so-called alcoholism.
Right.
Do you think you're an alcoholic, or do other people?
Other people, and I definitely see. There's a certain trait.
Would you say to yourself, "I have a drinking problem," or do other people tell you do, and then you've accepted it?
I would say other people made me look at myself. That's the key. It didn't start from within, though. I have to be honest with you. It started from others pointing their finger. But I guess sometimes that has to be done.
Earl, what do you think about this one?
I disagree. I highly disagree with the...
You think there's a norm? There's a normal that everybody should strive to be?
I think everyone has their own particular standard.
Right.
Yeah, and some standards are very low, and some people are like, I gotta screw everything that moves. So,
but why is that? All right, let's go this. We have people that, let's say, aren't fucking funny at all at the low end, and then Jimmy Norton at the high end. But we don't say to Jimmy, you know what? It really would be best for you to be a little less funny and be like the rest of us. And then you don't go around saying to adult people, why don't you learn a couple of jokes? Why is there only some things like sexuality, which really is no one's fucking else's business, if you take it that way? Where do we get off judging?
I think as soon as the person regrets their actions, like if you like to go out and bang a lot of people and you're happy with that,
right?
Fine. Then you're fine mentally. But a nymphomaniac, many of them will regret the next morning banging a stranger they had just met. And once you start to regret, then you do have a problem. That's nymphomania.
Candace, you're on Run Fez.
Well, I had a question that if you're leaving, is this going to shut the whole show down?
I would say no. I think there's a lot of things. I'm going to tell you right now. This new kid that we have, Babyface, I think can pop right in here. To me, he seems like he's the future. Not that I'm going to be away. I'm just going to be working with Harpo Marx's family.
I think thinking Babyface.
Are you leaving? Or are you not? You're still going to do this?
What I'm doing is just working with the Harpo Marx Foundation, Harpo Productions.
I had no idea there was another Harpo Productions.
I didn't know there was any more either. I thought there was just the one. Here is Fred. Fred, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
I was wondering if Dave had an intervention this vacation.
No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen at all.
Yeah, there's no intervention that says cut down. You're either in or you're out. Peace. Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, buddies, welcome back. That girl's way off base because you can have a high libido and not be an addict. If it affects your life or not, it doesn't matter. You can be highly sexual and it's not a problem, or you can be moderately sexual and it's a big problem.
So your point is what?
That
when does it become a problem?
When it affects your life in a negative way. If you've got somebody that's going off and doing things, if they're married and they're doing stuff behind their spouse's back, or if they're running around in alleyways, so to speak.
But you know what? In other words, that doing things behind their spouse's back could be considered Italian or French. Again, there are societies, advanced societies, who don't exactly think in our Puritan fucking fashions. Just because you were born here, why do you gotta act like you're a fucking pilgrim?
So then the problem with the nymphomaniac would be to work on the regret, not the actual libido.
I would say that for everybody. You want to find some kind of acceptance with yourself.
Right.
To say, here's who I am. Now, have you done that yet, Fez?
I mean, I've worked on acceptance with myself, but I haven't reached acceptance with myself.
What is keeping you from it?
I don't know. It's just trying to change the voice in my head that, that lets me enjoy being me.
Let's call the voice in your head Mr. Insane Crazy Person.
I don't know if that helps.
Let's just say you hear this from time to time. You're awful, Fez. You're terrible. And you're going to hurt a baby.
Well,
hurt the baby.
I do hear that except for the baby part.
Bite the baby. What does the voice in your head say?
That you're awful, you're terrible. You don't do things correctly. You're a mess, you're an idiot. You're a screw-up.
I couldn't agree more with that voice in your head.
Don't take his side.
By the way, that isn't a voice in your head. That's just me.
Is that who that is?
Yeah. So what do you do when the voice says this?
I try to do different things to, like, breathing stuff, breathing exercises, and I try to change the voice, is what I try to do.
Why don't we do this? I'll be Fez, you be the voice in the head. Dun, 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 I'm hiding that I'm gay. Dun, dun,
You're an idiot. Nobody likes you.
Who said that?
Me, Mr. Crazy Insane in the head.
Who said that?
That's me, the voice in your head, Fez. You're awful.
What's your problem with me, voice in the head?
You don't do anything right. You make horrible decisions. You are a screw-up.
Really?
Yes.
And you do everything well? I'll tell you what, tomorrow you fucking handle things. I'll be the voice in the head tomorrow, and I'll sit and watch you run things. All right? So why don't you wake up around 8:30 tomorrow, and then tomorrow night I'll sit down and go over with you how I thought the day went.
This'll still end up being your fault.
How?
Somehow it'll end up being your fault.
Why? You're running everything.
Right.
Instead of judging me, you take over tomorrow. One fucking day. And I'll watch how it's done, and I'll pick it up from there.
That's
Hello?
good.
Hello? Where's the big bad voice now?
That's good.
Where's the big bad voice? Fuck you, voice in the head. You fucking do nothing. You backseat fucking driver. You try hurling this fucking 63-year-old body around.
I am not 63.
Really?
Yes, much younger.
Then you're sick. You've got to be very ill.
I am not. Couple stents, that's about it.
Are those your teeth?
What?
Are those your teeth?
Yes.
Trade them. Here's Joe. Joe, you're on a Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, if you're not on anymore, I'm not listening.
Oh, don't be like that, Joe. But I do hope you
man.
check out Harpo
I've
Marx.
listened for years, man. Come on now. Don't run off. Lord, don't let them get to you, man.
I appreciate it, Joe.
I love you, man.
This is the voice in my head. It's Joe.
Joe.
Mr. Supportive, Joe.
I love y'all guys, man. But damn, without Ronnie, what is it?
Well, I hope it's going to be Babyface from Friends. I'll tell you this, she'll be eating better. Kid always comes back with food.
He's a smiley guy, but that's about it.
Oh, somebody double misses me. Ooh. I'm doubly missed. Here's Jessica. You're on Fez.
Hey, can you guys explain? I had to get out of my car. Are you leaving the show? Because I'll throw out my...
Oh, hold on, Jessica. Did you have to get out of your car to have a bowel movement?
No, I had to go get my eyebrows back.
Oh, finally. Unibrow finally fucking breaks them up.
I fixed the issue, but I needed some clarification here.
Did you take care of downstairs? Because I always figure a girl that needs her eyebrows waxed must have a giant bush.
No. It's gone.
You waxed that too?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
Good girl. You know why? Because it's fun to make love to a baby, but again, society stops you from doing it.
Well, smooth.
Yeah, smooth.
For sure.
How about you, Fez? Are you waxing down for your date?
No, I don't wax.
The bear coming in like a bear, huh?
I just let it go.
Ugh. All right, Jessica, thanks for calling.
Thanks.
All right, peace. Steven, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron, I understand, you got to do what you got to do, but if you're going to go do some other things, bring back Ronnie Diaz so we don't have to change the name of the show or any of the merchandise or anything.
Hey, bring back Hayes and just call him Ronnie. It really doesn't matter in this business. Call anybody you want, Ron. Here is Bill. Bill, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's going on? 22077.
Yeah.
Hooah! I just wanted to tell Dave he's taking the first step, and I think he's lost his fucking mind, and he needs to start getting his life in order.
Well, have you taken the first step, Dave? Are you powerless over alcohol?
When I drink too much of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I drink too much, I would say powerless.
Are you in control of how much you can drink?
Well, see, I still think, like, if I can have, like, 6 or 8 or 10 beers at the end of the day, that's fine. When I start to get into the high teens, which happens, then that can be a problem. So I'd like to scale that back into single digits.
So you think if you could just have 8 beers?
Yeah. For now, that's the goal.
Mm.
And then
and you have power over that first 6 or 8.
Yeah, I have power over that.
I think it takes a brave man to cut himself down to 8 beers. I really do. You're really showing me something. Most guys couldn't say to themselves, I'm not going to have more than 8 beers. I really feel like I'm talking to a sane, together person right now.
Right.
Yeah. Here is Don. Don, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, we're going to miss you. I wanted to say to Dave, no more affairs, and now you're trying to cut back on the drinking. You're really growing up. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I've never had an affair, though. That's got to be pointed out.
Eric, you're on Fez.
Hi, Ron. I work for Zeppo Productions, and I was wondering if we could interest you in a very lucrative counteroffer.
I always thought Zeppo was the least funniest of all the Marx Brothers. And that's going away when one of them is Chico. Now, you guys watch Marx Brothers movies at all?
I haven't watched one in a long time.
Groucho Marx may be the singular funniest verbal comedian ever. And Harpo is probably the funniest physical comedian ever. The fact that those two guys are brothers is fascinating to me. That one could be so quick, and then the other could be so physically funny. And then 2 more brothers that are basically afterbirth that have nothing. Chico and Zeppo. It's amazing.
Yeah. Duck Soup is ridiculous.
We could go on and on.
It's a sprawling, gigantic comedy that it hits on every single level.
Did you feel like that you're on Siskel and Ebert's show? Sprawling comedy, or are you already 7 beers in year 8?
It's unbelievable, that film.
David, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, how are you today?
Yeah.
Listen, I was just thinking, I wonder if Earl's going to have to come up with a whole new repertoire of lies, and I haven't heard him chime in, really. That emotionless black Klingon that he is, with no feelings or anything, that you're leaving after you've, given him this boost in his career. And
you know what, Earl? I will take this time to let you give me a toast right now.
Well, here's the Ron Bennington on his new venture. May it be successful and as rich and profiting as this one has been for you. And I want to
do better than that.
I personally don't want you to leave. You're
the single reason I'm leaving.
I'm not. I don't want to be the single reason, but you have to do what you have to do. Please do not leave. And I wish you nothing but the best, but please don't leave, Ron. Please do not leave the show.
He didn't mean that.
I meant every single word of it.
If I was the problem, I would say I'll leave the show before Ron Bennington
You're the
leaves.
problem.
Well, if you actually mean that,
I do.
To the problem.
To the problem.
To the big problem. The big redheaded problem.
Right. I didn't. Should have thought about that a little.
I'd stay if you promised never to have another drink the rest of your life. And I know you've snuck into the movies this summer.
No, I didn't. I will swear to God in the Holy Bible and on my daughter's life.
What about you,
and
Fez?
castration?
I did not go to any summer movies on vacation, although during the vacation, I had a dream that I was in a theater, and I looked at my ticket stub, and it said Indiana Jones, and I started yelling, "What am I doing here? I'm not supposed to see any summer movies," and I went running out of the theater.
Well, you've done it now, haven't you, you stupid idiot. You screw up everything, you moron.
I think that could count as him going to the theater.
All right, then Dave's winning 1-0. Because you haven't had any dreams?
No, I have had no dreams.
I
of the
can't
movies.
believe we're not all going to Batman together.
That's going to suck.
I know, that is this week. It is here. It is upon us.
Yeah, I already got my tickets.
For the IMAX Batman? Yeah. That's why it's
Stoked.
going to be so unbelievable.
I'm so stoked.
Giant cameras that they used to make that film. Oh.
You guys really aren't going?
I'm not going. I made a promise.
I can't.
And I'm going to keep it.
All you got to do is break it. Break your promise.
Yeah, but I don't want to be a promise breaker. Then the voice will really go off.
You're going to miss the movie of the year.
I know.
And you're a good person. What would hurt if you watched the little movie?
This is the one to see.
That would make me
I
a
know.
bad person if I broke my promise like that.
Alan, you're on my Fez.
Pat Cooper. Is that the big guest that's going to be on August Unmasked? Is that the mega guest?
No, it's not. I didn't say it was a mega guest. I said it was a legend.
It's Pat Cooper, right? He's pretty old. You should get...
I don't know what's with that scruffy face. He lets this guy get by him. Scruffy face, you're not up. I don't think you're ready to solo. You're not ready to solo.
definitely not.
And didn't you think Hicks was going to come up and stand up? Well, I guess he's so fixated on his own show.
Yeah, he's got an hour he's focusing on this weekend.
Matt, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, listen, I just want to congratulate you. I read the news on the website this morning. I think it's going to be a great move for you. I'd suggest keeping the name Ron instead, but that's just me. And I wanted to tell Dave, don't worry about the drinking and all that stuff. They're all jealous that they can't handle 15, 18, 32 beers, and you should just stick doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Well, I'm going to try and do what I do, but with a smaller quantity. That's all. And who knows? Who knows down the line? Maybe a year, maybe 2 years from down the line, it's down to 4 beers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Plus, a lot of people, the alcoholism thing just wears off, and they're fine.
Well, I don't know.
Here's Teeth. You're on Fez.
Richard Belzer? Is it Richard Belzer? He has so much to say.
What is wrong with you?
Two calls at the same time.
Yes. He has a phone bank. And you missed him twice.
It's almost impossible.
Really? It's happened every fucking phone screener we've ever had. Here's James. James, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I want to help Dave cut down his beer consumption.
Okay.
Dave, here's all you do. I had the same problem. I got drunk. I've been married twice. I black out every time I drink. Drink light beer and a bottle of water between every single beer, and your bladder can only get so full in your stomach, instead of drinking 20, you can only get down 10 beers and 10 bottles of water.
You know who came up with this? Those pussies from the Eagles. This is the way the Eagles used to drink. I'm not even fucking kidding you. Light beer, water. Light beer, water. And then you fucking end up writing music like Hotel California. That's what happens to you after a while. You're one of the Eagles. You're Glenn Frey now.
Oh, God. Then I'm never going to do that. That strategy.
You don't like the Eagles?
No. Hate the Eagles. Too mellow.
You know I'm not talking about Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. Too California. I never like that sound.
And yet you love Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young.
And Young, yeah.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you,
What's
buddy?
up, boys?
Yeah.
I got a Dave's solution to his drinking problem.
What?
All he needs to do is start drinking tall boys. If you only want to drink 8, drink 8 tall boys. Problem solved.
I do drink tall boys. That's
So-
what I was talking about this whole time. I'm not going to lie here. I drink tall boys. So we're going down to about 6 to 8 of those.
So you're basically saying 2 pitchers of beer. You'll stop at 2 pitchers. And you feel like you've moved ahead in the world.
Well, I mean...
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
How big is a tall boy? Is that 16 or 22 ounces?
16, I believe.
So you're drinking 128 ounces of beer on a weekend day?
On a Friday or a Saturday of my choice.
You are ridiculous.
Dude, the last thing this says is your choice.
Why is it in this country that soda is the only thing we use the metric system for? You get a 2 liter of soda or a 1 liter, but you don't do that where you get a gallon of milk, like we said, a 40 ounce of beer, a gallon of gas. It's the only liquid that we use the metric system for.
Well, you get 8 ounces of Coke, though. If you get a regular size Coke, it's not metric. It's only when it's larger.
Oh, okay, just the big bottles.
Just what I like to call cheapies. So I wasn't familiar with the metric system with beers.
Yeah, I just wondered about that.
Because I like single servings of sodas.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I don't like to come home with, as you call it, a liter of Coke.
Or the 3 liter. You don't like that at all? I mean...
There's a 3 liter?
I just said 8 ounces is plenty for me. I don't want it fucking sitting around going bad.
But then you risk the, if you drink it and you're done, you're still thirsty for Coke.
Not if you get a case of it. What am I going to do? Come home with 1 fucking beer like Grady? Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. I want to suggest as a replacement soundboard Ron. The only problem is I don't know if anyone in there is capable of running a soundboard but Ron.
Wow, these guys are rough on you guys.
They're very rough. I think they're taking the news hard.
Well, it is what it is what I like to say, Fezzy. And then I like to also say, we're all going to be eating cake. Don't worry. We'll all eat cake. Or pie. Or some other kind of pastry.
Something delicious.
You'll be splitting yours with a fellow from Tennessee. Like your date. Franklin, you got anybody for Fez?
Actually,
now you're an honest guy, right?
Yeah.
Should Fez be with a woman or a man?
See, it's really hard for me to tell. Like, if I'm going to be honest, I bounce back and forth, and I don't really know.
All right, Earl, what would you say?
You can be honest.
I just believe he'll be more comfortable with a woman.
Dave?
I think the cock and balls would be more up Fez's alley.
Not so honest.
No, why is he not honest?
No, I'm not mad blunt with his honesty.
I didn't get it.
Have you ever been attracted to anyone in particular?
You know, it's...
Noel Coward.
He was great. I think that goes for everybody.
Go ahead.
No, I just don't have... that desire isn't there.
Brad Pitt, I mean,
Brad Pitt is good looking. I can recognize that. It's not like I'm blind.
You would turn down Brad Pitt?
Yeah, I would turn down Brad Pitt.
Would you turn down Angelina Jolie?
Yes, I would turn down both of them.
I don't think you're gay.
Holy mackerel.
Not at all. I think he's fine on his own.
He just said he'd turn down Angelina Jolie.
I'd fuck her while she was having twins.
Oh, yeah.
I'd fuck her in between twins. Not 1 minute. Not 1 minute that was free. Did she have a C-section?
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah.
I'd fuck her in there, too.
Yeah. Yeah, because she was due in August, and all of a sudden the twins came early.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean C-section all the time.
Well, I think that she went in. I think it was all planned, though. When she went in, when she had this French hospital room all set.
Strange thing to say. So you're saying nothing?
I don't see it. I don't
the Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I don't see it as. Oh, wait, me or Fez?
Yeah, the when he turned down Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I don't see a desire for anyone really. Honestly, I don't think that you have a over like that woman who said the scale of libido. I think you're just on the low end. Honestly.
So you agreed with her?
Yeah, I totally agreed with her.
There's no such thing as being out of whack. It's just letting people tell you there's something wrong with you.
That's what it is. I think most things, is just society has decided that this is not right because you don't do what we do. And now you're internalizing that.
I tried to bring up that thing from Heroes, right? That this guy's 31 and apparently he's going to marry the girl who's 18. and people are all freaked out about it. But she is legal.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a right. Why do people still think, even though people are legal, the rest of us can judge?
They're totally going by what makes them comfortable. That's where it comes from.
Of course, yeah.
It's their comfortability. They're not comfortable with that 31-year-old guy marrying the 18-year-old girl. So,
Why not?
I think it's.
Why do you act like there's something wrong with that? Is my point. Do you think there's anything wrong with it?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Then you've never had a daughter. Here is here's Mike. Mike, you're on a Fez.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, Fez, love you guys. Got some news for Dave.
Yeah.
Just go sit in the bar for a week. Don't drink anything. Just go in there and sit. If that doesn't steer you away from alcohol, I don't know what will.
Go sit in the bar.
Just go sit in the bar for a
Go
week.
sit
Don't
there.
drink.
I'll sit in the bar if you want me to. I don't see what that's going to accomplish.
You know what? Go fish in a bar. What his point is, you will then see what other people look like when they're drunk.
Oh, I see.
But you see video of yourself when you're fucked up, and you're not embarrassed by that. Doesn't turn you off.
No.
Here is Scott. Scott, you're on a Fez.
Hey, guys. Hey, I just had one question. Fez, you've been doing this for 15 years with the Ron and Fez show. Why can't you run it? Or do you just not want to? Are you too scared? Or
Well, I think it's right now I'm just mental.
just a mental issue?
So you would be more comfortable with Danny?
No, I wouldn't be more comfortable with Danny, no.
Well, then who?
Well, I don't want you to go.
Oh, I've already accepted. Harpo Productions, Harpo Marx. Perhaps at least the second funniest of all the Marx Brothers. Here is, it's our old friend Turtle. Turtle.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, congratulations on your good fortune there.
Thank you, my friend. But, I'll be here till the 31st, so.
Well, tough it out. Hey, Fez, this is a straight shoot here. Just listening to your symptoms, you talk about the fatigue, the fluctuating mood, and the lack of libido. You very well may have just low testosterone. And, Dr. Steve could probably talk to you about, a remedy for that. It's, especially with your diabetes, it's very common.
I got tested for that, actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
and everything was normal. And I must have plenty of testosterone. I mean, I can grow a beard in a day, and my back is full of hair. So I don't think...
Maybe that's drawing it away from your dick.
I don't think it's a lack of testosterone.
But maybe that's the beard that should be... that energy should be going to your cock. Does that hurt you, Davey Max, that you can't grow a beard? And stuff like that? And Earl, you've got no hair on your entire body.
Yeah, except for my my nether region.
You call it your patch?
This beautiful rose.
It's our old buddy Brooklyn Ace. Ace.
What's up, guys? Hey, Prezi, would you turn down that fine-looking black gentleman sitting in the studio with you? And I don't mean Earl. I said good-looking.
Yeah, I would turn down Franklin.
Aw.
Not to hurt your feelings, Franklin.
It's all right. I forgive you.
Franklin would jump so fast on that.
Oh, you're still trying to fight back with him?
No.
You're still holding the grudge? Because I see right through it. So, Fezzi, you don't have a problem with 18 and 31. What about 18 and 41? 18 and 51?
That's, you get into the 50s, that seems to be a problem.
So 18 and 41 is okay for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's borderline, but you're going into the 50s, and it's an 18-year-old girl. Yeah, it starts to be a problem for me.
Well, then 18 and 31 should be a problem as well. If you, the point is, if you feel like you can make that fucking decision on what other people are doing or not, and people do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, I would tell them, no, I would say to any 18-year-old girl, I don't think you're ready to get married. I don't give a fuck who it was. You're 18. Why not go out for a while? You don't want to end up like Earl. No life experiences whatsoever.
Well, I have life experiences. Some.
With other people.
Well.
Your life experiences are things that came to town. But there's got to be other life experiences. You going out there somewhere. Liam, you're on Run a Fez.
What's up, guys? I got a replacement for Ron after he leaves, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Big A.
Big A is a definite possibility.
Oh, we can't use Big A.
Just to set the table. Just to be able to set up the topics.
That's going to take forever.
Mm-hmm.
He will never spit anything out.
Here's Vorskin. You're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, I was kind of wondering maybe if a hermaphrodite would be up your alley.
No, not the she-males. That's too wacky for me. I mean, anything, of one sex or another is too wacky for me. You start combining things?
That would ruin you for life, dude.
Too much.
Now, what do you mean by ruined, Franklin? Do you think he's already ruined?
I mean, one at a time is maybe too much right now, and both of them in one person. I mean,
But how would it ruin him?
I don't know if he would ever want to see anyone else. If I actually
He
dated,
does it now.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm already there.
I don't know. You
My
have
point is
potential,
this.
man.
Something you think isn't working for you, right, Fez?
Right, yeah.
Why wouldn't you do what a scientist would do, an experiment? Why don't you try whatever it happens to be?
Because it's the experimentation that frightens me. Like, I would be, if I was the scientist,
Yeah.
it would frighten me to mix those chemicals together, wondering what the reaction was going to be.
So you would be a scientist and saying like this, when nothing is mixed with nothing, you still come out with nothing.
Right. And maybe write a paper on that or something, not actually touch the chemicals.
Well, the Fifth Beatle already wrote that paper.
Have you ever heard of a cuddle party?
What's a cuddle party?
It's basically these people that like have intimacy issues, some of them, and other people who just they don't want to have sex, but they just all hang out in a room together and cuddle each other and laugh.
Have
and
you
stuff
ever
like
cuddled
that.
with anybody?
No, I don't think
Dave,
I've
get
ever
over there
cuddled.
and give him a cuddle.
Never cuddled. Now, I don't see how a cuddle party would be helpful
Well,
for someone with intimacy issues.
What I'm thinking is
You
that
break through.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
not so
you just
bad, is
cuddle.
it?
Yeah, all right. He's squeezing
Yeah, Dave's a
my
little,
chest.
little fool.
What's wrong? You're
He's
just cuddling.
He's grabbing. He's fondling a nip.
Yeah.
I'm just cuddling it.
No, see, and he smells like peanut butter. All right, now he's cuddling my balls. Get out of there, you!
cuddling.
Private property.
No limits of
But
cuddling.
look, now that it's happened, Fez,
Yeah,
you're okay.
yeah.
You've had your titties rubbed,
Yeah.
and did you really grab?
He's got his hand inside my shirt.
That's it. Let it go. Let it happen.
No,
But you're smiling.
No, it's a little ticklish, but
Get a hand behind the back of his pants.
all right, don't go down there.
What's wrong?
That's for me. Please stop.
I licked
He's
my
lifting
fingers.
up my shirt in the back, and he's working. He's inside my boxers. He's inside. Would you get out of
Just
there?
relax.
I can't relax.
You're cuddling.
I feel. Oh God! Get out of my crack! He's in the crack. He's dead. Would you get out of there?
All right.
Oh my God! No! I can't tell you.
Have her all smell it.
It's gonna stink! I've been sweating in this hot studio all day! It's gonna stink!
Earl, what's it smell like?
There's gonna be a swift!
$20 to Earl if he licks my fingers now. If he licks Fez's ass.
Lick it.
It does stink a little.
Yes, it's gonna stink a lot!
Smells like ass.
Can't sit in a sweat box without some smell building up?
It's not human sweat, though.
Fez, you come over and put your fucking nose in my ass. It's gonna smell like a pop. It's gonna smell like a pop dick, Peter. Sitting in the same room as you.
Now this is why I have intimacy issues. Someone puts a finger in my crack and then starts running around telling people to smell how bad it is. This is why I have problems, Ron. These are worst fears come true.
That's right. That's right, Fez. And guess what?
What?
You've lived through it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty itchy.
So what? It can't hurt you.
And finding out this info helps you to improve.
The first person down your pants has been Eastside Dave.
Should wipe.
That's a diary entry tonight.
Yeah. You know what? Get those baby wipes, the ones that come a little wet, because you're having problems in there.
The perfumed ones.
You're not getting completely clean.
I try.
A lot of love. Hold on. Let me try this guy. Here's John. John, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Fez, just to experiment, take a trip to Thailand and fuck some kids, just to test the waters. You know, see how you feel.
You know what, Fez? Why don't you make a left at Thailand and go right to Cock and Ball Land?
Won't. That is not my next vacation.
Here's Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
You know what? The rule is you can only go half your age plus 7. That's the lowest you can go in the dating world. That's an international rule.
No, it's not. Tony Randall.
No, half your age plus 7.
First of all, let's take Hugh Hefner. Half his age plus 7 would be dead. He fucks them in their 20s.
No one criticizes him. No one criticizes Mr. Tony Randall.
I wasn't crazy about it. He left the baby behind. Here's Charlie.
Hey, Ron.
Hey,
Just wanted
Charlie.
to tell you, hey, guys, I just wanted to tell Ron I'm behind his move 100%, and I've already called XM, and starting the 1st of August, I've canceled my subscription. So, congratulations and good luck.
Well, I'll still be at Harpo Productions.
He's still going to get charged for the full month. I hope he knows.
Harpo Marx Productions. Think it's going to go great, too. All right, that is it for us. You heard Fez lose his ass cherry today to a finger. Finally got fingered today, Fez.
It was 2 Eastside Dave fingers in my crack.
He got 2 in there?
Wow.
Wow.
He was digging around in there.
Some sort. It was like the swamp in Dagobah when I went in there.
You really do miss summer movies, though.
So bad. Please let me see them.